Hello, my darling wastelanders. I am more to me for life than riding shotgun is Tigress.
Sup.
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 Is that gonna be your new one?
I don't know.
It's your
I'm
new
just
one
trying
right
stuff out.
Okay, and yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into this. We are in Croup Manor, and we have built a place just for Cricket. Well, not just for Cricket, but for Cricket and her large-scale manufacturing of weapons and basically all things that go boom. Yes, great sound effects. Alright, if you will notice, there is not really much of a wall around this place, and mostly because if there's a wall, it might discourage people from trying to break in.
And she wants them to break in so that she can shoot them and test her weapons.
Yes, she must test her weapons, so inviting people to come in and say hi is the best way to test them. And she's got a very weird sense of humor.
It's like mine.
Yeah.
I never saw that. Is that pack armor?
Yeah, that's park armor. Yes. That word. What are words? Alright, and I am going to try and take it very slowly.
Her FPS is dying.
As I said before, I'm having a hard time trying to stick to just...
You got a dangerous look about it.
It's like everything nose down is good, but as soon as you go nose up and you look at the glasses, it's just like, what the heck happened?
Stop looking at me. Okay. But every time I start doing these builds, they get bigger and bigger, and at first it was just going to be the building, and then it wound up being the surrounding area, and then it was all kinds of weird stuff. So, this is technically a caravan build, so let's go over here and look at the caravan area, and the unusual bits of art.
Make a move and I'll end you, Wastelander.
I've got a way of shutting you up.
This place just has farmers!
Are you on crack?
Pistols and stupid ammo. Or is the maniac slobbering for a mini nuke, am I right?
Mini nuke? Mini nuke. Where can we find a mini nuke?
I don't know.
Where?
They're all over the buildings.
Hold on. Cricket, we'll be right back. We'll find you a mini nuke. But after, let's do this first. Alright, the caravan... Holy fuck! Shut up! Hang on, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm sorry, what? What, Cricket?
The only thing I like about her is her makeup. You see the bright pink underneath her eyes.
What? I don't hear you anymore. I thought so. Alright, and that's the little area. This is the actual caravan
That
thing.
one guy has bright pink hair.
Who? Him?
Yeah, that one.
That's purple.
That's purple. That looks pink.
That's purple. You know what? This is not the time nor the place
It's
to have
magenta.
whatever the hell that is. Alright, and you can see the little tub that's underneath there. There's a couple of pieces of plywood laid across the top of it.
It's a table.
I did kind of borrow some of the theme of the pack, but at the same time... Cricket? This is for you. Go play. Anyway, I did kind of borrow some of the theme of the pack only because it seemed to fit her style. It's kind of feminine and strong at the same time. And of course, she's got a corner here where you can purchase your own casket prior to being executed.
That's if you have enough money to buy one.
And this is just the bare plants, and I've enlarged and shrank up a few of the flowers to go in it. Figured it added a little bit more color over here so you could pick your own arrangement. And then let's go back over here. Man, they are so much quieter right now. It's so nice. And here's our wonderful,
That.
yeah, there's our wonderful that. Whatever.
I told you to
that.
stick only the mini nuke in it. You ended up making that.
Well, you gave me the idea and I ran with it. That's what I do. I don't want to know what's going to happen with that spike. Whee! Man, that light was big. He's all like, look, I'm in a spotlight. Alright, doggy house, water purifier.
Why is there rum over there? Or is that alcohol? Is that even a form of alcohol?
No, that's dog whiskey. It's for the dog. You didn't know that? Fire dog whiskey or something like that. There's the recruit beacon. And sadly, we don't have anybody inside our little pillory right now. So it's probably not the safest place for children, to be honest. Let's go over here to this other security area. Got a nice, wonderful view of his butt and over there. Give you a good shot of the outside before we head in.
Brahmin!
Look, caution, you could get hit by Brahmin. A little bit of a Evie. Tigress!
Triforce symbol!
I figured you like that. Some poor Brahmin that did not make it. First
not?
pants, then your shoes. Okay. I don't know. Alright, and this house, I left a whole lot of what was originally here. I just layered it up as much as I possibly could with all kinds of different textures, including some of the fencing that you see outside.
Yay! Oh, there's even leafy plants.
Yes, this is the botanist area where they're finding other ways to make explosives. This is the massive kitchen that kind of sounds like they're working in... Why is he in the table? Get out of the table, weirdo.
He's one with the table.
Making some liquor over there so the rum won't always be gone. Not to mention...
Ironically, we were just watching that movie.
Yes.
Why
And
is the rum always gone?
And here is our wonderful,
What is that?
that is such a nice hat, lady. Nice hat. She's wearing it like a pro. Anyway, this is the gun shop where you can actually come to her town and buy all sorts of ammo, guns, anything to make your stuff go boom. And if you have any questions about whether or not it works, if it's the style for you, you can take a few pot shots. It seems like we've got a few people
Who had fun.
Yeah, a few people already had some fun with the ghouls that were here. So anytime they capture some more ghouls, they just throw them down there, and then people
And even
can...
some prisoners.
Prisoners. If some raider gang comes up and wants to, you know, rumble, they'll just toss one down there, and that'll be for the next customer to test out their weapon. Not morbid at all.
Mm-hmm. And if Cricket just matched, you can fling somebody down the stairs.
Now, this would be the one thing inside this building that I actually deleted. I took out the bottom stairs and just opened it up to make that area.
I see Cricket pushing somebody over the railing, just landing in the hole.
With a smile on her face.
Yeah. She'd be
Alright,
that one.
Here is a guard area with a great view out the back in case we have some Mire alerts coming in.
Mire alert queen.
Yeah, Mire alert queen.
Headshot.
Served. Why is everybody in their underwear? Put your pants on. Then your shoes. Is that what the sign says?
Well, the side's kind of covered up, so confusion.
Yes, confusion. Alright, this is the main manufacturing facility where you can make all types of different types of weapons, armor, shells. We even have some nuclear weapons. I'm hoping that those lines right there don't indicate how many people shook it the wrong way. Fuzzy pants.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy. And here are one of the sets of the main quarters. Now, there's not actually a quarter specifically for Cricket. As she is the leader of a caravan, this is mostly a place where she resupplies, but there is plenty of room for her to come in and rest and enjoy herself and take a couple of shots of Jet or whatever it is her preference is for that day.
Yeah, because you know that woman's on drugs.
She's on a few things, probably. Nice little lounge area. Couple of odds and ends that they picked up in their travels that they're tinkering with, trying to figure out how to make it explode. Probably not the best place to be tinkering with it to figure out how to make it explode. Alright, and here is a secondary bunkhouse.
I saw the wall. It's Flowey, and then there's Majora's Mask.
There's some creepy pictures up here.
I see Cricket staying up here.
Yes. All kinds of different things, little odds and ends. There are some children here, so there are a couple of toys laying around. A couple of toys that got mashed. Probably someone tried to make it explode in some long algorithm on rage times mass times chicken. Who knows? It probably worked.
No, it didn't. What? I didn't say anything.
And apparently they were fixing to start another game of pool. And this mostly is barn and warehouse structure with a bit of chain link added into it and some of the fencing that you find around the outside. And I actually shrunk some of those wonderful little mushroom plants that glowed purple and stuck them in there. There is also a skull in there, but you can't see it. Oh, you can see it from here. Oh well. A lot of good that did. Though there is this one. He's like, hold on to that while I shoot. Would you kindly? Yada, yada, yada.
Would you kindly get pushed downstairs?
That's really what you ask every time you try to get up and down these stairs and there's like 5,000 people in your way.
Would you kindly move the out of my way?
There's a nice little balcony for security purposes. And everybody in their damn...
That mask, though.
That mess, though. Okay, would you kindly? Thank you. Apparently the children got up here and did a little bit of finger painting. I don't know what happened to that smiley. It probably got shot by Cricket.
Yeah, it's probably one of the kids with a paint gun. Because Cricket believes they should start early.
Oh yeah. She is definitely pro-gun, pro-nuke, pro-whatever.
Anything that goes boom and kills people, she's happy with it.
I guess they caught him and then stuck him there. I don't know what happened there. And there's a whole lot of text string on every single surface. Trying to get it to look a little bit more secure. This is also the secondary entrance to our... Is it really such a hard thing for people to remember their pants? I mean, apparently, because there's so many people running around.
First pant, then shoe.
That could be another reason why there's some confusion. Alright, here's some odds and ends. A car, a speaker. You know, a few things that they've picked up.
Still alive? Oh, it's so cute!
Can we pet him? I'm gonna feed him something. I don't know what. Maybe a little bit of that. What the? Gage? The only reason I even knew you were behind me was because of my shadow. We got a nice little area for people who like to come out and chill and look out over the ocean.
And probably be high.
And I don't know what happened to that poor mannequin's head.
Oh, dude, you look so fabulous. Sorry,
Oh,
just
fabulous.
that pose that guy was in. Just the first thought. My first thought is, oh, sweetie, you look fabulous. My friend did that in drama class today.
There was a hole here. It's gone now. I guess it is. You have a good point. Okie dokie. There was a hole. And this is actually one of the doors. I had to go into the command console and lock it just like I did the gate because I had people opening and closing it. When I first started this build and I created the ghoul pit down there, Gage and one of the settlers got stuck in there. So I had to put a ladder down to them, get them back out of it, and then use the command console to lock it. And if you don't know how to do that, you hit the tab, click on it, and then hit lock. And then just like a number from 1 to 5, I think. Lock 4 does... I think that's an average lock. Or it might be a easy lock. I'm not really sure what the levels are, but either way, it locks the door so people can't fall in it. And I did the same for that one because I wanted to keep the I wanted to keep the texture because it was different than the walls, but I didn't want them opening and closing it. You know, it's weird. There was a dog in the settlement that I did not put here, and then he just disappeared again.
He could have gotten trapped somewhere. I mean, you know, they tend to glitch up on roofs and glitch underneath floors and stuff like that.
Alright, speaking of roof. There we go. Alright, here's an all overview. Yes, she's always wanting to have bombs everywhere. And you may be asking yourselves, in this whole entire settlement for Cricket, do you not have a bathroom? And yes I do, actually. I have bathrooms. They're right there. Fertilizer! Run away! Yes, that's all they get as far as a bathroom. Oh, these poor people.
The amount of face palms I've made in this video.
Well, they don't need showers because, I mean, they can shower right over there in the water. This doesn't seem like a group of people who are intent on keeping themselves clean anyway. And then we've got the skull. I think that thing is enlarged probably about 20 times. The nuke isn't enlarged at all, but the plant on top is, and the plant inside the eyes are. And then I've got a clock coming out the top of it because all of them, aside from one of my caravan settlements, has a clock.
Which one doesn't?
Tigress did not catch it because we never finished asking her. The one where they have a resort, that was the one thing that was missing. And it was Loco 4-pack, got it. He guessed correctly. I'm not saying that right with that accent. I'm trying so hard.
Correctly.
It's just not working. I'm just going to go around a little bit slowly so you can kind of see some of the textures that are in the wall. Kind of like this place was really, really bad. I mean, real bad. And they had to come in and patch everything with whatever they could find.
Cricket probably stealing a few things from the raiders down there in town.
Quite possibly. I mean, there are little bits of all kinds of things all shoved in here. And there's also some mushrooms or whatever growing on the side, some vines growing up, and we're running into a stop sign. My bad. Just all sorts of textures pushed off in there to try and break it all up. I even did the whole outside. Gage is so confused. He's like, I don't know how to get up there. Alright, but that is the whole view. Now I'm just going to rest and show you the nighttime view because I think it's actually pretty spectacular to the point to where I want to show it to you. So we shall be back in just a moment. Alright, and we are back, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of lights out front.
I shoved 2 lights out there.
There are 2 lights here. Courtesy of Tigra, she was like, I'm going to stick something here and here. And I was like, okay.
More like I stuck them there, and then she saw them.
But we do have a whole lot more lights inside. Just little spots to try and show some interest here. I just really particularly like that one. I don't know what it is. I really like it. Highlighting the foliage you can choose for your grave. This character's like, do I like this one or this one? We even got some glowy mushrooms going on. And then, of course, we got the stuff at the very top, which someone is up there observing very, very closely right now. I don't know what's going on up there. We can head inside.
That bright green glue.
Yeah, it's really filtering through.
Purple! Why is there red boxes up there? I just now noticed that.
It's because I'm having fun trying to figure out interesting ways of shoving bread boxes in places. Kind of like it's a shelf, but it's not. I did it on a couple of other ones. I was wondering when someone was going to notice. like, what are you doing with those bread boxes? I don't know. How does it work? I don't know what a bread box is for. Let me just shove it in here.
We used to have one.
I'm joking. I know exactly what a bread box is. The point is, I was trying to find interesting ways of not using a shelf. So I shoved it in there like it was part of the shelving. So you can really see the purple now.
Deathclaw!
And that light right over there is not actually a light in this room. It's a light I deleted. But the light remains. I deleted the light fixture and then the light remained. I'm trying not to take up too much time by going back over all the rooms, but there are some slightly interesting tidbits. Like that. That looks cool, in my opinion.
She just looks like she's going, ah!
Yeah.
The one mannequin in the middle.
Let's see if I can make it to the back and then up to the roof before the time changes again. It's like, don't mind my nose.
Dear Lord, you look like Pinocchio. Don't
Careful.
look at me like that.
Careful where you point that thing. You poke somebody's eye out.
You stab somebody with your nose.
In this area, I just wanted it to be like if someone felt like letting loose.
As in taking a bunch of jet and tripping out.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't get the urge to like fall off.
Well, if they do, ain't like cricket's gonna care.
That's true. You see, disco ball.
Why is there a disco ball on there?
Because it's so exciting here. Well, you had to liven the place up a little bit. Alright, and then let's see if we can go up a little bit higher.
Dear Lord, you made those things huge.
Yes.
And is that one ghoul you were looking for, or is that a bald guy?
That's a bald guy. I was actually hunting for a ghoul, and he completely disappeared. I don't know where he went, but I had him in a pair of shorts and a beanie top. A pompadour wig. It was great. And then my game crashed. But, this one and this one are sized up by 1,000%. I hit that button a lot. And that one is humongous. This one I think is only like times 3 or 4. This one times 3 or 4. These are the normal size. And those ones that one is 2. Those are times 2. And I think those are the regular size. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cricket's Caravan Cove. I think that's what we're going to call it.
At Croup Manor.
At Croup Manor. Wow. Cricket's Caravan Cove at Croup Manor. That is so catchy. She just face planted into the bed. She's like, really? Really? Okay.
Done! Done!
Done. So done. You're making so much noise with that chair.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway.
My nose is now running.
Thank you very much for joining me for my caravan builds. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go next, or if we're going to pick someone to pick on like we did with her. I would say Doc Weathers is probably Oberlin Station. So we've got him covered. We've got Cricket, and let's see, who else is there to pick on? What's the other guy's name? The guy that does the armor.
I don't know.
I don't either. We could go investigate that, because I'm pretty sure he's floating around here somewhere, because I put up a tent. So, like, 5,000 people show up at one time. That's what they do. So, we can go down there and investigate him. And
Gage
maybe
doesn't know what to do. He's running nowhere.
he's getting nowhere fast. Gage, man, first your pants, then your shoes. I mean your pant. Put your pant on, and then your shoe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and a wonderful 5 o'clock somewhere. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You have to quit squeezing that chair against my chair, making fart sounds. Really weird fart sounds.
Oh my god. It's your chair.
Noise.
It's your chair.
I need to get the fart-free chair.
We need to have bench for whenever we do that.
You go to Staples. Do you sell office chairs without the fart? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Chair sans fart. Flatulence? My chair sounds like it farts when it moves. I want the chair without the fart. Oh, ma'am, what you need to do is come over here and get the cotton. This pleather farts. Okay. Excuse me, it might be a female chair, in which case it poops. It passes a little bit of wind.
I can feel myself about ready to snort. I
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So where are we going next?
I think we need to do... What was the dude's name? Is he here?
I don't think so. I know Carla's here.
Yep, you're next.
You're next.
She has a smile on her face like, really? I'm next? Trash can Carla. What do you make for trash can Carla? Obviously, we need some trash cans.
Trashy. Just.
This is why the rum is always gone.
You're drinking it. Stop it.
Hi, Gage.
Is it just me or does the front gate look like boobs?
Boobs.
Look at it. Get up here on this thing. Get up on the center thing and look at it.
It does kind of look like boobs.
Look here, look at his cleavage.
Oh god, I'm at a cleavage gate. It's got nipples. And I guess the turrets are tassels.
Oh, my stomach hurts again.
I put that tarp up there. I guess that was supposed to be the bra. I had penis balloons and now I've got cleavage gate. Where the hell is my mind at?
What you're building, I have no clue because I'm not in here with you.
Okay.
That happened.
So that happened. Carla, have you seen the boobs?